Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Curly K Glam, and I'm here today to bring you a video. So today we will be doing jumbo box braids. Here I am just showing you a few products that I saw on Lavishly Brit's channel. It is the new African Pride protective style line, Jamaican black castor oil, hair scalp oil, and the twist and lock gel. Both products contain Jamaican black castor oil, coconut oil, and I think the scalp oil contains the tea tree oil and soybean oil. Here I am with the rubber bands just showing you what I am to start my hair. So surprisingly, I color my hair in November and my hair has grown out so much, so I'm planning on recoloring it in June. So yeah, but here I am just parting my hair, and I am using a technique that I did see on Carol the Diva's channel. She's a braider here on YouTube, and she usually starts off her box braids by parting her hair into three sections. So here I am attempting to part, y'all. So y'all, this is my actual first time trying to record myself while braiding. So forgive me if the angles are not right, if you can't see everything, but I'm trying my best to stay in frame. Oh, and excuse my beebees in the back of my neck because they was like really on roll yesterday as I was braiding my hair. But here you gonna see me struggling to part my hair. I now see what Taste Pink says when she be like, the struggle gang, the parting to struggle your hair is real. Like, it was legit real. I did end up going off camera to ask my mom to help me get my lines straight in the back because it was just like ridiculous because I was literally like struggling. And I thought I could do it in the mirror, but you know how sometimes you think you parting right in the mirror, but then you actually are backwards. So I was just trying to get it straight. But yes, y'all, this was my first time. I always wanted to record a braiding tutorial because I do braid my hair, you know, every now and then. And since now that I'm on my little bit of a wig strike, I'm trying to keep my hair braided and protected while we're in the house. So drop down below in the comments, let me know if you've taken it in your own hands to, you know, do your hair while we're in the house. Because it ain't no need for me to sit around with my hair all over my head. Just might as well braid it while I'm in the house. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. Just trying to get my lines straight in the back. But I did section my hair off in three sections. So eventually we're going to move to the next frame. And you're not going to see me no longer struggle to part my hair in the back. But here I am looking satisfied with my part. So we're about to move on to the next section. I am going to make a separate video on whether I like the new line from African Pride. This is my first time trying their products, so catch that video separately. Here I am finally done parting my hair. This takes the longest, you know, this is the longest part of doing box braids is trying to section your hair. But I ended up making about, I think 33 to 35 parts in my head. I can't quite remember, but I'm sure, I want to say it's 35. But I did try to, you know, have less than 40 braids in my head because the more sections you got, honestly, the longer it's going to take for you to braid your hair. So that's what I ended up doing. Here I am trying to show you guys the hair that I used. So the hair that I ended up using was the 2 times Shake and Go Q braiding hair. That first color you saw was 350, and I did get 3 packs of OT30, and each pack contained 2 bundles. I wish I would have ended up getting one more pack of the 2-time pack because my braids were not as big as I wanted them, and I ended up having to make them a little bit smaller, and so I don't feel like my hair is as full as I wanted it to. My hair is definitely light, but as you can see, I'm trying to show you the pack. So the hair, I'm going to just give y'all an overall review on the hair now instead of just making a separate video while we're watching the video. But I don't think I really care for this brand of hair per se. I did use the hair before, but I used it in a different color, and it was in the TT30 and the TT27, and I ended up getting the actually those were the 3 times pack. I had 3 bundles in those packs, but the hair actually and it was the pre-stretched hair also, so that may have something to do with it. But this hair, I struggled, and you will see in the video that this hair tangled a lot, especially the OT30. I didn't have any tangling with the 350. The 350 actually felt like a completely different texture than the OT30. The OT30 was definitely way more coarse than the 350. I'm sitting here looking at my braids now as I'm doing this voiceover for you guys, but I don't know. I'm gonna not be buying it again. Do I recommend it? Maybe the other colors, but not OT30. OT30 was way too coarse. I do like how it made my braids feel though. My braids definitely feel strong and secure. They definitely don't feel like they're gonna unravel in comparison to the pre-stretched 3-time Q hair that I used. My braids did end up unraveling and after I dipped them and they didn't stay. So I had to go back and rebraid all of my ends down. And then I put a little bit of clear nail polish on the ends since I didn't have any nail glue to seal my ends. And then I redipped them and then they didn't unravel after that. But after I dipped this hair, after I braided it all the way to the ends, it did not unravel. So here I am just showing you. I want to do the first 3 braids in the back on camera. And then as you're going to see eventually in the video, I'm going to come back with my head halfway done. But here I am, just braiding. Try my best to, give y'all this braiding tutorial. So while we in the season for protective stylings, this is an easy and quick braiding technique that is very easy for beginners. So beginners, if you need help or you can't grip your hair, the rubber band method is definitely the quickest way. And this style was just something quick and easy for me. Actually, it wasn't quick, but it was easier for me because I had just taken some box braids out that I took forever to do. They took me legit 2 days. They were so small. One other thing I noticed about these box braids that I necessarily did not care for was I'm not used to them being this dark. They also seem kind of dark, but I did, like I said, just take out a set of box braids that were had an array of blondes in them: 27, TT 27, 613, 27, 613, 27, 30. I had a variety of colors. But here I am doing the 3rd braid in the back in the middle. The back row did have 3 braids. So here I am just showing you the braid. Here I am struggling with this hair because it was tangling, like I said. And you're also going to see me strong arm my braids in a few videos because I literally would yank off the hair at the end. You see my face is balled up because it was just tangling so bad. But I do love the color, the OT30. And like I said, I did add a pop of 350 in there for a splash of color because I just wanted to try something different. I like to add little pops of color when I braid my hair because essentially when I braid my hair, this is a form of an outlet for me and a form of expression. And just to, display my creativeness, I just want to add a splash of color, just to, add a little pizzazz even though my hair is already colored as you can see. So here I am halfway through. I'm showing you guys the back. So forgive me if my back looks like struggle because I literally had a hard time parting the back of my head. But I'm happy with the product so far. So here I am trying to show you how I, get myself together in the front of my head since I didn't really show much of the back. So when I do my braids, I do take a section of hair. I do the 2/3, 1/3. So I take 2/3 of the hair and then I take 1/3 and I loop the 1/3 around the 2/3 and create 2 loops. That way I essentially get 3 strands and I just wrap it around the hair and begin braiding. I make sure my braiding is my braiding base is tight before I move further down the strand. And as you can see in this clip right here, I'm dipping my hands in the gel to basically help me to blend the ends in so my hair doesn't frizz since I am natural with the braiding hair. I thought this braiding hair was a good texture for natural hair because it did match and it did have some kind of texture. It wasn't like a silky braiding hair. I don't like silky braiding hairs because my hair isn't silky. But again, I would prefer to use, if I had to recommend a hair, I would recommend Expressions braiding hair because it doesn't tangle as bad as this one did. Shake and Go does have a nice array of colors though. Expressions does as well though. But yeah, this is my first time using the 2-time braiding hair from Shake and Go. And I want to do OT30. Like I said, I hadn't had OT30 in a long time. I know y'all are finding me really chatty, but I just really like to talk to y'all and just give y'all my thoughts on my style. Because, hair, I don't want to do it for like business purposes, but like, doing it on myself is just like I said, an outlet, and I just like to talk about it. I think at this point I had um four more braids left, and let me tell y'all, this this braids this time, I don't know why it took me so long, but one thing to help speed up your braiding experience, get a thread rack. I've seen so many, girl. I watched so many braiding videos in the last couple of weeks, and I would recommend getting a thread rack. I definitely need to get one. I'm gonna have to either go to Walmart or look on Amazon and get me one. That way I can pre-separate my hair before, because separating your hair while you're trying to braid your hair literally takes the most time and adds more time to your braiding experience. So I definitely need to do that. That way I can have an easier time while braiding. And my arms were so tired. I literally washed my hair, deep conditioned, blow dried it, sectioned it, parted it, braided it, all in the same day. So my arms were literally like jelly by the time I finished this. And I was just trying to push through at this point right here, y'all. Just sis was struggling. Sis really was struggling. Here I am done with my braids. I'm satisfied with my overall, product. And I'm telling myself time to dip. Here is the finished product of my dipped ends. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at CurlyKGlam. Be sure to check out my previous box braiding video. Also, stay tuned for my product review on the Twist and Lock gel and the scalp oil that I use from African Pride. And I'll be back with more videos, y'all. Deuces.